Fighters of the group that now calls itself the Islamic State perform in a recruiting video, romanticizing their efforts with inspirational music and choreographed exercises. For some Muslims in Western countries, the images offer a cause they can become a part of, a new world where they will belong in a way they feel they don't in their home countries. It's an alienation that Muslim communities and Western governments need to work together to fight, according to Omar El Hamdoun, president of the Muslim Association of Britain.
There's lots of roles to play about actually dealing with the issues which are facing society, drugs, crimes, things, etc. And the authorities have a role to play as well by not making the Muslims feel excluded.
That feeling of exclusion creates fertile ground for militant recruiters, says psychologist and conflict expert Gabrielle Rifkind of the Oxford Research Group.
They will nurture people into a kind of dream and vision of what it's going to be like. And once they get there, many of them actually will be overwhelmed by the horrors they see.
Experts say very few of the young Muslims who go to fight with the Islamic State group are true ideological radicals. They're more likely there because of feelings of alienation or a youthful search for identity and meaning. Terrorism expert Brooke Rogers of London's King's College via Skype.
They ask themselves, what does it really mean to be Muslim? And therefore they go to seek answers. There are plenty of groups who are very happy to give them those answers, and we need to be more proactive in providing those answers ourselves.
But that's a long-term strategy.
I shall put the draft resolution to the vote now.
Western leaders are concerned about the short-term risk, as thousands of militant fighters holding American or European passports could return to the West to carry out terrorist attacks. Even only a few could inflict serious damage. But Gabrielle Rifkind says returning fighters could also provide an opportunity.
We would be wise not to demonize them, to actually help them find an exit route back into their countries, and these are the people we could then work with, both in supporting them back into the community, but they could also identify the people who are the real threats.
Indeed, experts say the extreme violence of Islamic State could hurt its recruiting effort.
I think that we're at a pivotal point at the moment where if they carry on with the violence and the extreme acts that we're seeing on all of the televisions, all the newspapers, they're actually going to make themselves less attractive to many people who would have supported them in the first place.
That's not a guarantee, but it does provide some hope for Westerners concerned about the difficulty of countering the attraction that tales of a new Muslim-led world have for some young people. Pessin, VOA News, London.